just gonna be that kind of a summer, I guess. Well, let's go check on the Bushplane's paint job. All right, well, it's time for a breakfast burrito. Why are they closed? I met Ani on Maui, my wife, on Maui. She lived there for over 10 years where she grew to love the area. How could you not? I mean, her old house in Lahaina town burnt down. She has friends that are still missing, for God's sakes. Some of her friends who we know are okay have lost their houses, and lost everything they own, lost their businesses. It's been a tough week. I've been looking to pick up rescue trips for my airline out of Maui. Just been trying to figure out the best way we can support them. So I'll put the links in the description of ways that you can financially support them, and I'd appreciate it if you did. But man, look at this smoke here. So this smoke is from a fire that is east of Eugene, Oregon, but unfortunately the westerly winds are bringing the effects over here. Air quality approaching 300. Okay, let's go to Bend Airport and check in on the RANS S-21 paint scheme. It's been kind of a long time coming, but it's getting fast and furious, and they actually requested my help today because they're having a hard time figuring out how the flaps and ailerons attach to the wing, and it's because there's bronze bushings that I didn't provide to them. So I gotta run out to the hangar, pick up that hardware, and bring it to the painters, and then hopefully we'll get some good shots of them actually spraying color today. Where is it? Bingo. Bushings. And 3 bolts. Okay, let's go. Yes. Looking good. Decals, a lot more decals here. Okay, we got one coat on the wingtips. It looks like this is the final color, but it doesn't show the flake right now because they did some sanding, about 800 grit. I'm not sure if it's wet sanding or what, but 800 grit sanding, and so it dulled it up. But that will give you an idea of the tone of the dark. Kind of keeps that same carbon color, doesn't it? That's kind of what I was going for. I don't want to bother them, but what we're doing right now is we're establishing the angle of the feathers. So let me show you. So this stencil is kind of in its final location angle wise, and you know, we could measure from the cut files, Mirko's artwork. This is the first one, so we're gonna set it and then we'll measure this angle and apply it to all the other, like the right wingtip and the, or I think this is the right wingtip. It's upside down. Anyway, and also the horizontal stabilizer. So, and then we're also figuring out the width of the red that goes back here. So we want to make sure and miss these so that we don't have, you know, odd shaped inspection covers. So we're trying to avoid any sort of, you know, specific paint through inspection panels. So that's kind of the art, I guess, if you will, that they're doing, is they're just backing up Mirko's artwork and changing it as little as possible to keep it pure, but also making it serviceable. I think that's the best way to say it. And then something I just learned is this was just essentially one coat. I think did you prime this before?
Yeah, everything got etched primed, then I got a sealer coat, and then one coat of base.
So before it looked like the cowling, the tan color of the cowling before it got this color?
Yeah, one coat of base and one sealer coat. So the etch goes down, then there's like a sealing primary coat,
okay,
and then a base coat, white coat.
Okay. Then they're gonna do the colors, the stripes and whatnot, and then mask everything else off, and then do the final white because it's the most sensitive color, and it'll grab any sort of, you know, red or charcoal or any other color. And then of course we're gonna clear coat afterwards. Again, here's the color of the light gray and the silver. And then I haven't seen any of the red yet other than sprayed on that card.
You want to see a darker color?
Yeah. Oh, you have other stuff sprayed? Oh, nice. Hey, that looks beautiful. I'd like to see it up next to the lighter color, see how that plays.
Yours.
It's mine. So let's see how it plays. So yeah, nice and subtle, similar in the dark, and then boom, sun hits it, and now it pops. Awesome. This one touches the trailing edge, remember?
Oh yeah.
Keep going. Go right there. Somewhere ish in that range.
Rounder than the bottom.
Yep, put some tape tags on it, and then you can use the measuring sticks.
Less like a color and more like a, I don't know.
This is just a binder.
Binder, yeah, okay.
Yeah, it just gives the base coat strength, holds everything together.
And that's just thinner.
Yep. And this is just hardener to make it so the clear coat and the base coat stick together better. We'll just throw this in the shaker. We're off to the races.
How many coats?
So we're gonna do 4 coats on the black.
4 coats, okay.
Yep. Cool. That seems to be what works on all the other parts.
On the wingtips, you were doing some sanding in between coats. Is that going to be required on any of the metal, or at least on the wings?
Oh, no, we had sanding scratches. That's what that was.
Some sanding scratches.
Yeah, so we got 2 coats of base on it. I noticed that the sanding scratches weren't filling, so just went in and cleaned them up, and then scuffed in 800, and then blew 2 more coats of the dark color on it. So those are ready to clear.
Oh, so those are ready to clear. Only reason I can do this is because I'm standing by the entrance of the air, and it aggressively goes that way. It's looking awesome. All right, here's the plan. So they shot 4 coats of the dark on the wings, but it's all masked to get the silver and the red, which they're gonna let that dry off a little bit, peel some of the masking back, and now it's ready to go for red. But I gotta run off to work. I gotta fly a red-eye to Fairbanks from Seattle tonight. Things are moving, man. We're gonna get to the fuselage here in just a couple days.
3, 2, 1, it's a celebration. Had to go SpaceX for the elevation, and they can't come close to the dedication. Everybody on your feet for the ovation. Come again, where you been? What's the situation? Picking up on my sin, I'm a sensation. Keeping it 100 bands. Call me Ben Franklin. I'm just trying to do me. Here's a demonstration. Aim high, swing for the fence. Tell me who you know could do it like this. Got 'em all like that. 3, 2, up all the way. You can tell by the look on their face. Got 'em all like that. We ain't even gotta say much. Keep it plush from the dawn to the dust. Now they all like that. Go ahead, let the races begin for the win. Getting close to the end, going out with a bang. Got 'em like that.
Thank you, boys. We'll see you soon. Till next time, clear direct.